Well, it is a special night for this young man, the home debut of MP. You know he's ready to show this fan base what he can do. Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Top of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Trailblazers, on the block, you'll see Kamara and Klingon. Holiday out there with Matisse Thybulle. And it's Avdia in at the 3 spot. All right, everyone, the NBA season starts today. We have made it. It is a holiday. Now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, who has a report on MP.
Well, tonight marks MP's debut coming off the bench to play in his first NBA game. There were some doubts and pushback as he maneuvered his way to the team that he wanted to be drafted by. But at the end of the day, MP said, "I know I belong here. Now is my chance to show the world who I am." Guys?
Yeah, he's clearly bought in and ready to go. Thanks so much for that report. And here making his NBA debut tonight is MP, a native out of Borough, Vermont. And MP has had quite the path to get to the NBA.
Hey, what do they say? It's not where you came from. It's where you're headed. MP might hail from a state not known for producing basketball stars, but he's here now and has the right mentality from what I've seen.
MP, no good. Timberwolves leading by 5. Conley feeling it out. Pass to Reed. 4 seconds left. And Reed throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. And so it's Minnesota heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we'll be right back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute.
Jeremy Grant is out there with Shaden Sharp. Then it's MP. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Yang in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
The international flavor just continue to boom in the NBA, and a big part of that moving forward, guys, is going to be Yang Hansen. He's going to be the driver of millions and millions of viewers abroad. And so for Portland, for the NBA, Yang Hansen's going to be a player to keep a very close eye on.
Crossing over the border. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to MP. And another 3 for Portland.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Island with it. Outside Conley. Pass to Randall. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's ready to...
court.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. DiVincenzo finds Dosunmu. Driving to the basket. And the layup's good off the glass. Dosunmu's got 5 now.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Avdia. On the wing, Holiday. Defended by DiVincenzo. And Holiday kicks to MP. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. He's got 15.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
Now, here's Dosunmu, covered by MP. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Drew Holiday. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. It's on the list, Donovan Clingan.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy. A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Dosunmu, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo, defended by Thybulle. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Here's Avdia. And another 3 for Portland.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
And B getting it done for the Trailblazers. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league.
The Raptors' depth is being challenged. One thing they're missing without Quickly is the activity level. When he's zipping around the floor, they're a tough team to beat, Ernie.
Emmanuel Quickly. Sounds like an 18th century novelist. And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Here's Holiday. Portland making a change here. MV's checked in. On the court for Minnesota. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. Timberwolves trail by 9. So Anthony Edwards, the Timberwolves franchise player. GA, how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league. But if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, Chris Finch getting buy-in from his players top to bottom. Anthony Edwards said, he's such a great coach and just a likable person. He will coach you hard, and he comes in ready to work every day. We look forward to working with someone like that. Back to you, Kevin.
He has them bought in. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Edwards at full speed.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Holiday, the pass to Henry. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland. Minnesota also making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. And Bones Highland subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Randall.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
And the basket by MP.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
1:02 left to play here in the third. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Dives for it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall. A different look now for Portland. Maurice checked in for Donovan Clingan. Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. And then for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Randall. And Mike Conley subbed in for Edwards. Pass to Sharp. Off target from outside. Timberwolves trail by 9. Now Dosunmu. 7 points in the game. And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Kicks it out to MP. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Outside Conley. Pass to Reed. The kick out to Anderson. And so it's Portland up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34 you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like? And again for 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Conley, the pass to Dosunmu. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Avdia dishes to Grant. Lillard from outside. Good, and Grant gets the assist.
and perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And he comes up with the deuce.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Portland leading by 16. Lillard outside. High, arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive move by Lillard, attacking the heart of that defense.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He has decided it's the right time to talk.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazers dancers.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Going in, he's checked in for Murray. Toumani Camara comes in for Jeremy Grant. Matisse Thybulle checked in for MP. And it's Holiday in for Lillard. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels come. He's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Holiday, off the outside. Now MP puts up the three, connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
DiVincenzo kicks to Edwards. He nails it from 11.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Now MP. Kamara with it. Off the outside. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
That one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
MP. And again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking them down from deep.
Craig, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Trailblazers.
Was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Well, what a highlight reel he put together, playing his game and contributing in a big way.
so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
The win was impressive. 40-plus points in the win, another level entirely. When did you know you were in the zone?
Woo! If you're living the right way, you wake up in the zone. My teammates and I were on the same wavelength already from the jump, so we stay there.
So you live in the zone then?
No, we are the zone. Jennifer Quintana, it does not exist without us.
Well then, congrats on another day in the zone, MP.
Hey, I like it here, so I appreciate you.
Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.